Hey, what's going on, people? You back in the lab with Abro, man. This show right here is called Men is Choosing Peace Over Responsibility. I can't speak for a lot of women. I can't speak for no woman. I'm not a woman. But most men that I'm speaking with and talking to online or in person, um, they seem like they're just choosing their peace over the responsibility of families and single mothers and all that type of stuff. Don't get it twisted, man. There's some great single mothers out here that's handling their business, so I applaud you all. But it's a lot of single mothers out here bringing a lot of drama. But it's a lot of single dudes out here bringing a lot of drama too. But this one right here, this show right here is about men choosing peace over responsibility, not really dating or marrying a single mother. They might even date them and might even get busy with them, but they're not going down the aisle of marrying them. So let's get into it, man.
On the phone with my friend, and she was venting to me. She was really discouraged. She was like, you want to know what? I don't know if I'll ever get married. I don't know if I'll ever become a wife because I have 2 kids. Like, I'm a single mom and I have 2 children, and I don't know what man would want to deal with that. That's what she told me. And me being a friend, I encouraged her. I was like, well, pray that God will send you a husband. Pray that God will send you a man that's going to love you and your kids. That's what I told her. Even though I encouraged her, in a way, I still felt where she was coming from, because I don't really see a lot of men that's wifing up women who have children. I'm not saying that it don't happen, and I'm not saying that most men are doing it. I'm not saying that. But all I'm saying is my walk of life, like from what I see on an everyday basis, I don't see a lot of men that's marrying women with kids, women who have children. And I just wonder why. Like, why is that? True story, my stepdad married my mom in '05, and my mom already done had 6 kids. And my stepdad is still married my mom, and they've been married for over 20 years now. But that was back in '05. Like, we in 2025. I don't know if maybe times done changed. I don't know, but
I think most men just ain't with the drama. There's a lot of toxicity in these relationships now. A lot of fighting. We got a lot of baby daddy drama. A lot of men don't want to deal with that. And then a lot of men it's just being selfish. Let me say that. Let me say that. A lot of men are out here being selfish, but it's nothing wrong with being selfish. I have to be selfish before I become selfless. Let me say, because I got to go out there and squirrel up much money or much property or responsibility, much things that I need to make sure I'm good before I can help anybody else or get involved with anybody else. But I think a lot of men they're just walking away from the drama, and then a lot of women that I'm seeing is a lot of women that they are handling their business, but I don't think it's translating down to a lot of the younger women to where these should be help meets and put yourself out there as a wife, as a present. You know what I mean? What can you bring to the table, and not just you are the table. A lot of men cooking, they're cleaning, they're paying their own bills, they're buying their own house. So is women, but we talking about men here, and so if you already achieved that, why even run the risk of bringing any type of toxicity to your life? I wouldn't do it. And I know a lot of guys won't do it. I've been married a long time, so me and my wife, we got our own balance going on. We know how to move around each other and do life together now. But it took some time getting there. And I don't know if a lot of men would want to start over and do that. I don't know if I would want to start over if anything happened to me and my wife. I don't know if I would want to start over. So with that said, man, yeah, I think that's why a lot of men are starting to choose peace over responsibility. Let's get to the next one.
It's crazy how one fight, one bad decision can change your entire life in a second. I literally lost the best thing that I ever had because of making a bad decision. And in 2026, I just have to do better. I have to eliminate bad energy. I have to think before I act first. And I have to be more mindful I was literally living in my soft girl era, and I'm back to struggling because of one decision. And it's crazy. It's really crazy.
This female here, this lady here, I went to her story and she got several videos up. I only want to show one of them because this was the first one that was sent to me. And before I just put it out, I wanted to really go and look at her story. She did say her and her man got back together. She has 6 kids, and he took on her and her 6 kids. And whatever happened, she kind of went left on him, and she said in the other videos that she went left on him, and that man went with it. That man left. You know what I mean? So she kind of hurt her relationship. Man, I don't know if they was married or about to get married, but I tell you what, sometime, man, we can, ladies, y'all can say some ish, man, that stick with us. That old adage talking about sticks and stone may break my bones, or words should never hurt us. My ex has said some ish to me now. I'm talking about damn near 30 years ago. Said some stuff to back then. That's just still with me today. But I can't believe that motherfucker said that about me. I'm just being honest. So sometimes y'all ladies can be spitting venom, man, and that stuff stick with a guy. And when we check out, we check out. I'm sure y'all the same way. I can't speak for a woman. I'm not a woman, but I'm sure y'all the same way. So in this particular case, she said one fight, man, kind of ruined things for her, and Buddy left, man. And she had 6 kids. That wasn't by him. So he took her on with her 6 kids, man. So yeah. Hey ladies, y'all really gotta tighten it up in that particular area. Let's see, the family only exists when parties agree to social contract. Men held up the ends, women abandon theirs. Men can't be blamed for not accepting. So, oh yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna put this comment on the screen right here. Here, and I'm like, what I mean, the family. He was asking me about feminism. Who did it hurt? I say feminism hurt the whole family. We in the comments, man. I appreciate these comments, and yeah, it did. Feminism hurt the whole family unit overall, men and women, and it did make the women feel like they didn't have to bring a lot to the table anymore. You know what I mean? And a lot of men did go fall by the wayside too. Let me say that it hurt us as a whole. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Thanks for that comment.
I'm convinced I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I've been divorced since 2009 and had in and out relationships, men that was too young for me and wanted to do too much or wanted to use me for my credit, and then men that did not know what they wanted, just knew they wanted friends with benefits. I don't want to do this no more, but I think I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. Married once is good. Got divorced. Had 1 child. No more. 2026, I'm no longer saying my resolution is I'm going to be with someone happy who going to love on me and take care of me, and I'm going to take care of him, because it don't really happen that way. People who meet people is destined for them. But I haven't met anyone that can match me and be with me.
I don't think people got to match you as a whole. I think you should be a help meet to help that man meet his goals. I'm sure there's a lot of men out here just using you for your credit, using you for your money. But the tables also has been women out there that use men for their credit, use men for a place to stay, and use men for their money. So I think the older a woman get, older a woman get, the more or less likely she will get remarried. You know what I mean? There's a lot of older men still playing games. Let me say that. But now the modern masculine had made older men desire the younger women to really keep up with them, especially if they got the money. They're not just accepting anything no more. So ladies, I just tell you, man, it probably will be a lot of single ladies out here. It is a lot of single ladies out here. And you have to look. The book of Isaiah speaks of that. Isaiah 4:1. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Isaiah 4:1. Speaks of they're going to be, four women to 1 man. You know what I mean? And They're gonna say, "Hey, just marry us. Let us take on your name, and we'll feed ourselves." So, hey, it is what it is, man. Unfortunately, the older you get, yeah, the more likely you will meet somebody of your liking or either your standard. Let's go to the next one. Let's see. We got another comment here. Feminism didn't hurt men; it freed us from the responsibility. However, responsibility keeps authority in check. Women want to be modern with keeping men in traditional roles, but it doesn't work that way. Well, that's true, and I do see that. I definitely see what you're talking about, and I do see that. I see a lot of females do want to be modern, but then keep the man in traditional roles. Yes, I do see that. I see it all the time on the internet, so I can agree. I can agree to that. You know what I mean? But then um, a lot of men do have to step their game up in certain areas, but yeah, a lot of women do too. That's why I say a family as a whole, man. But yeah, feminism didn't just hurt us; it freed us of our responsibility. But now we still should have a responsibility. I believe men still should have a responsibility as a man, and it kept us. Yeah, you're right. Let's go to the next one.
So I'm talking to a friend of mine who's 25 years older than me. So he is 68 years old. And occasionally he'll ask me to go do things like go to a sports bar, stuff like that. Stuff he just sometimes want to get up out the house. And he's retired. So he's divorced. So he don't really move around. He got a part-time job. And I said to him, recently I said, why don't you go find you a girlfriend? Because I think he's an excellent, excellent catch. And I said, why don't you find a woman like in her 50s? Okay? That's what I said to him. Because if she was 50, that's 18 years. Younger, 55, how many years is that? Shit, 55, 14? You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. You know what that man told me? That's too old for him. It's too old for him. That's what he said. Men, why? And for me, older men have been after me since I was 11, because that's when my bottom popped up. We used to call them Chester the molesters. Didn't realize there was pedophiles back then. But anyway, I've always dated 10, 11, 12, 14 years older than me. Okay, always. But now I want somebody closer to my age. Men, why don't y'all date women that's 10 years older than y'all? Just why not? I just want to know, why don't y'all like women 10, 12, 15 years older than y'all? But women are supposed to like that shit. I just want to know, like, is somebody going to honestly say why y'all don't want somebody that's that much older than y'all? I ain't talking about no 2 years. I ain't even talking about no 5 years. We talking about 10, 11, 12, 15. How many of y'all got wives or girls that's that much older? And your friends? Oh, okay.
Well, we don't want no mama. When that woman that older than us, they want to be mama. They want to tell us what to do. Most men are leaders. They should be leaders of their home. So that's the reason we don't date 10, 15, 20 year older women. And if we date them, it's for a thrill, it's for fun. We probably won't wipe them up. And let me correct something I said a few minutes ago. Rangers 1066 AD. He was right. It's 7 women to 1 man. I was trying to think of off the top of my head. I said 4, but it is 7 women to 1 man. So you're right, man. Appreciate that correction. But yeah, in the modern medicine out here, especially the modern medicine with men with money, they can go get the younger women. They want the younger women to keep them old. They want the younger women to do the freak in the sheets and the woman in the streets thing. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be honest. Most men and the younger woman keep that older men a little younger. It does. And ladies, as the older y'all get, it seems like the more your body breaks down faster than men. Men who had taken care. If you put a woman who take care of their body and a man who take care of her body equally on the same thing, because I'm not saying y'all worse than men. That's not what I'm saying. Typically, the woman reproduction starts failing faster. You go through menopause. And where that man can still produce kids, you look at the celebrities, man. You talking about 78, I think. Robert De Niro, 79, and Al Pacino, like 83, still having children, man, with younger women, of course. So it's crazy. So most men older women does like younger women. You know, if a man is 70, he's looking for somebody in his 50s. A man in 60s usually looking for somebody in the early 50s or late 40s. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just how it go, man. Unfortunately. Let's see, we got another comment here soon. But yeah, but that's true. That's true. Let's check on this next one. We got a few more to go through.
And why don't nobody talk about what really comes with dealing with a nigga that got some bread though? Because these niggas want you to do whatever the fuck they say, no shade. Like as soon as they say it, bitch. That fast. Like they said it, you should be doing it by the time they finishing the sentence. And it's just like, as the bitch I am, me personally, like I could never follow directions. You know what I'm saying? Like I always got those reports on my report card at school. G, like, babe, I can't. I don't know what to say.
If you can never follow directions, you would never be able to follow leaders. So how can you truly have a husband? She's young. She seemed young, and a man with money, a man who got serious money, who built something. It took discipline and it took structure to build that, and they ain't with losing it foolishly. They're not with they're just willing to let's just go buy this and throw this away. Most men, once they build it and they built that foundation, they want to keep it. So yeah, and they know what it takes to get there. And so when they're asking you something to do, or even tell you something to do, it's because they go off their experience that it worked. And I tell people like this: you remember the movie The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner? As long as Whitney Houston character did exactly what Kevin Costner asked her to do in the movie, she was safe because he was her bodyguard. He was her protector. And that's how it is. And then the minute she didn't follow what he asked her to do, that's when trouble came. And that's how a lot of relationships be. The man is the leader, that especially if he's your husband, if he took you on as his wife, he's your provider and protector. You know what I mean? So he gonna see some stuff that you ain't seeing. And so if you following him and truly believe in him, and he's believing in the Most High or whatever he's believing in out there, and he's leading his family the right way, oh yeah, you'll be fine. But the minute you want to be disobedient, you're probably gonna be single by yourself. Let's just be honest with you. You know what I mean? Let's go to the next one. She disqualified herself, can't follow directions, she can't be led. You know what? I can agree with that. She can't be led. She don't want to be led. Yeah. So she can't be led if she don't want to follow the directions. She's so true. Let's go to the next one.
Yesterday, I called my daughter to school so I could get her in the before care and the after care. And the lady said that someone would get back to me. Well, she got back to me this morning. And she told me it would be $450. $450. How much are y'all paying for your kids to be in the before and the after care and the daycares? I can't afford $450. That's a lot of money. They don't provide anything. Breakfast is already free. My daughter would have to bring her own snacks. She brings snacks anyway. Why that much money? $450?
I don't know what daycare your kids go to, but yeah, they are high. I know I have heard stories of $400. And I don't know if she married a single. I don't know about this particular video here. But if she's a single mother or single lady, yes, man, that's a lot of money. That's $1,800 a month. Most mortgages is $1,800 and up a month. So if you got a house and now you got daycare, you got a car, you broke. You pretty much broke out here. And that's why it takes that husband and wife structure, or that man and woman structure, to lead it, to provide for the household, to take care of these kids out here. So that's a lot of money right there. These video here that I'm finna get into, this man leaving his wife, he's cheating on her, I guess. He and she confront him, and he kind of tell her why he's cheating on her. I don't know if I would have the guts to say this particular thing right here, to somebody, how he put it, but I guess she asked him, and he gave her the truth, and it was kind of harsh. Let's get into this one.
You're gonna cry about it?
Kidding me?
It just stinks, baby. And we've tried this soap and this wash and this shit.
Are you kidding me? Like, what am I supposed to do about that? It's not my
I
fault.
have no fucking idea.
So that's why you're seeing other women?
Yeah,
Because my coochie stinks.
and it's loose.
Well, then I literally had a child, though. Our child.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why it's loose. That's what I'm saying. Obvious.
what the fuck? What am I supposed to do with that?
I mean, you wanted me to tell you the truth, so.
There is no way. I'm with telling people the honest truth. I don't know if I could tell somebody that harsh that part is funky, that part is loose, and I'm leaving you for other women. God, that's harsh, bro. That's hard. But I guess she wanted the truth, so he gave it to her. This next video, man, is about Grandpa, man. He 80 years old. He cheating, man, and Grandma kind of went off on it, man. But hey, people leaving, man. People leaving relationships. Well, Grandma was fire hot.
To me, why is she calling you at 9:30 at night?
I am.
I am, and I will make sure she never talks to you again.
You know, you don't fuck with
Oh, I'm fucking with her.
No, you're not.
Oh, you wait and see. You wait and see how much I fuck with her.
And I'm gone.
You better go.
I will.
You better.
As soon as I get home.
You better.
Okay.
Go meet her. Go fuck her. Go do your daydreaming.
I don't do that kind of shit.
Oh, shit. You lying sack of shit. You can move out. I don't care.
Okay, I will.
Good. Now call her up when you leave and tell her, oh, she was sitting in the car, but I left the bitch.
Hey, for Grandpa to be out here cheating at 80, man, God, it's bad out here, bro. It's what Grandma, he must be tired of Grandma a long time ago. Grandpa, 80 years old, getting phone calls from women, bro. That's terrible, bro. But hey, sometimes, hey, it is what it is. Hands out to Grandpa, hands out to Grandma. They probably went home. They probably fussed and argued, then went home, and both of them went to bed. They were too tired to pack and leave. So with that said, man, it is what it is with that. But damn, Grandpa at 80, and Grandpa cheating. This last hell girl. Let's see, Grandpa still got game. Grandpa still got game, for better or for worse. I like that comment right there. You're so true. This last one here, man, is funny, man. A girl said she been trying to get a job, so she had to go sell some box, man. Oh, well, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I'm crying because I asked for help. I went out and looked for help. I went out and looked for jobs. So I had to go out and sell some ass. I was doing that.
Hey, man, I guess you got to do what you got to do. But dang, man, she said she had to go out there and drop it off and sell a little bit, man. Hey, you got to do what you got to do, man. I'm sure you got some takers. I'm sure. I don't know what he's going for these days, man. $40 in a cheeseburger. I don't know, man. I'm just being facetious, man. I've been out the game for so long on that tip right there. But hey, for better or for worse, man, men choosing peace over responsibility. We seen from an 80-year-old leaving his marriage or cheating on his marriage, into a young kid telling his girl her box thing. Hey, it's just the time is right now in that scripture that was brought up, Isaiah 4:1, where it says it'll be 7 women to 1 man. So ladies, you're gonna have to share your man in a minute, man. It's getting tough out here. But with that said, man, I'm Abel. Until next time, man, y'all be good.